MMAOddsBreaker. Today we're talking to Desmond Green, the Predator, getting ready to fight Steven Siler in Titan Fighting Championships 32, December 19th in Lowell, Massachusetts. You're in Montreal right now.
Yeah. I'm in here in the dorms, living the gladiator life.
Yeah, gladiator life for TriStar, except now it's snowing and cold. Is it different?
Yeah. It's like when I first came up here about 2 months ago, it was still sunshine and nice out. Now that cold's starting to hit in the snow, I'm starting to see what everybody's talking about. But I don't mind. I'm from upstate, so
I know Buffalo got crushed. Buffalo just got destroyed. They had a thunderstorm. They had a thunderstorm that was a snowstorm. So they had a snowstorm.
Yeah, man. I heard they're like 40, 45 plus inches of snow so far. I lived up there from like 2007 to 2012, so I can't complain. I'm out of there now.
Man, but you said you came up to Montreal a couple months ago. It was still sunshine and warm, but it's cold now. Did you have time to get gear up there, cold weather gear?
No, not yet. I'm actually luckily, like I said, I had a lot of winter stuff just from being I used to live in Buffalo. I'm from Rochester, so I got a lot of winter gear already. But I'm lucky that the dorms, where the dorms are, literally you walk outside and take about 5 steps to the right, and the TriStar gym is actually right there. So I don't do too much traveling. I don't got to be outside too long. And actually, you can actually get to the gym from inside the dorms. So it's kind of a little way you go around and about, and I go through the inside most times.
Smart. So let's talk about Steven Siler. He's your opponent coming up here. What do you see as him as a fighter? Like, how do you think this fight's going to
go? Well, this fight's only going to go one way. I'm either going to finish him or I'm going to beat him in a decision. There's no way he's going to beat me. 9 times out of 10, I feel like I'm going to finish him. I've watched his fights. He's a good fighter. He's got some big name wins. But when you look at his skill set and my skill set, I beat him everywhere I feel. And, me being up here, I'm only getting better. If you look at my last 2 fights, I went from, training at, a gym with a training coach and 2 partners to now coming to a full-time gym. I only had 7 weeks up here, and you see what I did in those 7 weeks. And I came right back up after. I'm growing even more. I'm getting more work in. Faraz is actually working with me more personally now since, with the last fight, Faraz was he gave me the structure, but he kind of backed up. And as far as the coaching, because he had to stay neutral. But now, I'm actually getting the, more one-on-one work with him. And, even the teammates, everybody's helping me. And it's just, I'm gonna kill this guy.
No, Des is talking about
fucking shit. I know I heard him.
Yeah, for sure. We're talking about Des was talking about Miguel Torres, who also trained at TriStar in the past, but didn't train there for his last time. But Faraz had to stay neutral because he's a former client up there. Des kneed him in the face and then beat him up on the ground. It took him 46 seconds. So you really didn't get to see much of a fight because he manhandled Miguel. I thought you were gonna beat Miguel, but I didn't see it going like that. Like, you manhandled him. You went in there and beat him up, and that was just 7 weeks of training.
Yeah, I thought. Yeah, I thought, I'm like, in my head, I'm like, man, Miguel's a good guy. This is going to go, it's going to be a hard fight. I thought I was going to have to throw off, fight like 10 different submission attempts. And then, I seen the opening and went for it.
And it worked. Obviously, it worked. I'm hoping you can do the same thing against Steven. Now, Steven's sitting around watching tape on you. But he's watching tape on you from back when you had, 2 coaches and 2 training partners in somebody else's garage. There's not much tape to see on you since you've been a TriStar. That 46 seconds with Miguel, and then this fight. So there's not really that much from to look at the difference. If you were him, looking at the old tape, but knowing you're a TriStar, how do you think he's preparing for you? How do you think what he's going to try to think he's going to try to do to you?
I don't know, but I heard an interview with him. I heard a couple of his interviews, and like you said, I know he definitely hasn't done his homework because he's like, oh, Desmond's going to go in there and try to lay on me for 3 rounds. I've never laid on anybody in all of my fights. I've never, I use my wrestling to my advantage. I never abuse it, you know what I mean? And I never lay on anybody. And, that really pissed me off in a good way. It tickled me. I'm like, this guy, cool. Let him think I'm going to go out there and lay on him. it's cool. But I think he knows and I know. I don't think guys. If his coach is doing his homework, they're gonna tell him like, yeah, that's not his style. But him training for me, I think he's gonna do a lot of wrestling, try to stop my takedown because he's scared of my takedown, obviously. But I have such a high level of wrestling. There's no training that he's gonna be able to do in this meantime. That's gonna stop me. If I want to take him down, I'm gonna go out there and dump him on his neck. And I'm gonna do that just to spite his words. I'm gonna beat him all the way around.
This is gonna be a good fight, Daz. You obviously improved a lot since you've been at TriStar. It's gonna be a really good, exciting fight. I can't wait to see it. I appreciate you coming on here and spending a couple minutes with us here at MMAOddsBreaker. As always, man, it's been great to have you on here. And have fun in Massachusetts. It's gonna be a great fight down there.
All right.
I really think it's your time is now that you actually kind of finally pulled your stuff together, getting the right coaches, getting the right training partners. You're finally in a good spot. I like it. I like you up at TriStar. I think it's a good spot for you, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for you too.
All right, thanks, bro. Appreciate it. Always love doing the show, man. And be looking forward to an exciting fight.
Take care, bro. We'll talk to you later.
All right, thanks, bro.